touch you.
Banner's infernal device has torn through the wards themselves. If we are to have any chance of stopping Lilith, we must interrupt her mystic's ritual and seal that breach.
Like it's up to me. Find a new line of work. Okay, that was awesome. Okay, that was pretty cool. Here we go! Here we go again. Probably best if you stay down.
Forth something from the depths.
Never surrender!
You've made a grave mistake.
I am Aurora.
Even the Mother of Demons is forced to rely upon hired hands occasionally.
Do not show the servants of Lilith any mercy. My blade certainly will not. Nice. Little less friendly than my neighborhood, but gets the point across.
Carol would be so proud of you right now.
A feeble effort.
They deserve no mercy.
Hydra standards have fallen a great deal. possibly match your strength.
Their mystics fall before us.
We serve until the end.
That was your one chance.
Hard times. We stand with the mother.
I'm not going anywhere. I know I'm new to this whole prophecy game, Doc, but none of this is good, is it?
No, Peter, it is not. Perhaps you and the hunter should retreat to a safe distance while I rectify the situation. I will be...
What? 2 steps behind us? I've seen too many movies to fall for that one. I'm staying. As am I.
Cannot be turned back.
Leave some for the rest of us.
This will
You carry the responsibility of Sorcerer Supreme with great ease, Doctor. Lilith herself did not test me. What makes you think you are fair and fair? Welcome assistance. Light is on our side. How invigorating. Try this on for size. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Ultra Immortalis.
Time for the real thing.
I will never remove it.
Hey, that hurts!
Respond. Anyone. Damn this interference. Not getting through.
The mystical barrier that separates the realms is collapsing. Some technical difficulties are to be expected. I don't know if you can still hear me, Sarah, but if something should happen, please tell Tony not to touch my stuff.
Oh, this should be good!
Will not fall that easily.
A doctor and a powerful wizard. Impressive.
Watch and learn.
The enemy has the upper hand. Finally, it's my turn. Hope you're ready.
Come now, you're clearly outmatched. This has gone on long enough. We must purge this evil from the sanctum no matter what it takes.
If there was ever a time for you to lose your temper, Doctor, this would be it.
Fear death.
I'm going for it! Coming at you! Nothing personal, but I think you're out of your league.
Well done, my friends.
Doc, come on! We have to go!
Leave if you must! I can hold it!
Like hell you can! I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing not good, right?
No. No, it is not.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. That really, really sucked.
Try adding a few dozen more reallys.
I'm in shock. I didn't expect to lose the sanctum.
Oh, you didn't expect to lose the sanctum? That was my whole life. Ripped open and decimated before my eyes.
We need to have a serious conversation about Lilith. She's much stronger than we anticipated.
We did everything we could, and it still wasn't enough.
Lilith is a pain, for sure. But right now, she's hiding behind our boy Bruce. And if he's giving her IT advice, then that's a problem I can do something about.
I failed. How else can I describe it? I failed not just my teammates, but the world.
That's right. You did fail. All of you.
Oh, hey, don't sugarcoat it or anything.
But that doesn't mean you lost. And that is an important distinction. This war is far from over. And tomorrow we will rise again. And fight again.
I'm too tired for a hoorah, but the sentiment is there.
I appreciate the inspirational words. We all need it.
I'm sure. Now rest, get some sleep. All of you. The battle will wait until morning. I know this is difficult for you, Stephen, but the Sanctum is gone, and we need to plan for what comes next.
What's next? Armageddon has already happened. What's next is hell on Earth. The barrier has been breached. Expect the world to fall, city by city, nation by nation.
I'm not ready to give up, and neither should you.
It's not just losing the Sanctum that hurts us. It's also Banner.
We will handle him, as long as he doesn't become the Hulk.
It's his mind that I'm most worried about. That rift charge is just the start of the awful things he could conceive of. He is Lilith's most powerful weapon.
Then you know what we need to fight back with, right?
We tried. Blaze is being impossible unless he gives us the parchment.
Shh. Voices carry. Let us lower ours.
Hunter, where are you? Have you heard everything that's happening?
I had one job, protect the Sanctum Sanctorum, and I failed.
No pain, no gain.
It turns out Tony does occasionally make useful contributions.
Where's Caretaker? This is taking too long. Okay, so that's 2 superhero strongholds Lilith's reduced to rubble, and now she's gone and really pissed me off. Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of... These should definitely give you an edge. Something great out of this. Sometimes, I even impress myself. How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? It's probably fine.
Farewell.
We can't wait for Strange. We need to start now.
You should already be out there, fighting.
They actually said end of the world on the news.
Any news from the West Coast?
Well, plenty of hellish threats across the 5 boroughs right now to keep him busy.
Poor Dr. Strange. Getting reports of zombies in the sewers.
Vampires in Manhattan? More vampires in Manhattan.
The green sky is growing.
All right. Let's not give in to rumors.
Sorry, Cap. I don't think these are just rumors. The old Spidey sense has been on double red alert since...
We lost the Sanctum? Perhaps now you understand why I was so adamant we save it. Think of the Sanctum as our world's supernatural ozone layer. When it breaks down, or explodes,
Holes open up. Only in this case, instead of a nasty sunburn, you get demons. Lots of demons.
And his children basked in his light as the temple of the false gods fell.
Oh, what album is that from?
The prophecy. The dark god Cthon readies his return.
Well, does the dark god Cthon own a dude ranch in the Southwest? Because there's a whole lot of something going on out there.
Should, probably tell them.
About?
The carnival. Johnny Blaze and the Quentin Carnival.
No way.
Who exactly is Johnny Blaze?
Sort of a jerk.
Legend. Famous stunt rider, fellow spirit of vengeance,
And keeper of the Parchment of Power.
The final page of the Darkhold. The missing piece my mother needs to complete the prophecy and free Cthon.
When were you gonna tell the rest of us this?
Welcome to our world.
the entire point of a secret guardian is to remain secret.
Yeah? From the look of things, I'd say your little secret is out.
With the barrier gone, our enemies must have been able to detect the page's foul presence. Lord knows what wretched evil Lilith sent to retrieve it.
This is not going the way I wanted it to. The Sanctum's gone. Hell has literally come to Earth. This is a worst-case scenario.
In my experience, things always get bleak before they get better.
Things don't get more bleak than this.
Then this will be my last stand. If I have to die to save this world, then I'll die fighting.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Damn. What are we gonna do without the Sanctum?
Damn it. We needed that Sanctum. Anyone seen Charlie? The Sanctum's gone. It's unbelievable. There really is nothing sacred to Lilith.
back to the Quentin Carnival. Big crack tickets last night.
Do you really think you will have time to enjoy the carnival?
Blaze has kept the Parchment of Power safe so far, but he won't withstand a full-on assault from Lilith on his own.
He will not be on his own much longer. The Parchment will stay safe.
Good. And while you're there, see if you can talk some sense into him.
Have fun on your own time. Oh, this ain't about the money anymore.
Get inside. You can go straight to hell. Oh, she's scared.
Surrender the page, Blaze.
Nice meat suit, lady.
Surrender, or be destroyed.
They dug up Junior, too.
Child.
Struck a nerve, huh? Then you're gonna love this. Heard you were dead, Johnny. That was the idea. I'd ask what you were doing here, but I just pumped a few rounds in his chest.
The legendary Johnny Blaze. I have heard much
of that? This is your fault. Play with Mama all you want. I've got people to save. Mama.
Long story.
We'll just have to hope Blaze can handle the escape on his own. Probably your own to deal with now. All that comes left. And those altars she's summoning are going to make things a lot harder unless you destroy them too.
Take out the big lady and her rock collection.
And just because Lilith decided to talk through this one, don't feel the need to show it any mercy.
Maybe it's time you quit this racket. Last words.
Fair enough.
Nice move, bub.
I will not be defied.
Straight. Can't break it.
They are set on coming after me.
Destroying those altars may be the fastest way to bring her down.
Assuming we can get past that Guardian.
Not my first rock monster rodeo. Nothing to worry about.
You are too weak for this fight. Your fate is...
Whatever gets the job done.
Looks like you can use this.
I will return the favor when I can.
Sure, why not? This shouldn't take long.
Your fear is palpable.
Mine.
Knock it off.
Sure, just keep throwing bodies at the problem.
Right here.
Any altars you don't destroy she'll attempt to turn into monuments, shrines to Lilith, that manipulate the battlefield.
I never knew my mother was so vain.
I assume that comes with the territory with a cult following to maintain.
The light will carry you onward.
I owe you a soda. Want it done right, gotta do it yourself. It's gonna hurt. I get hurt. Hope you're ready. How long have you been waiting to do that? See a pattern here?
Join our fight.
You will.
Is not working.
Lilith won't be happy to see her favored ones fall so easily.
You cannot resist, child. The prophecy will be fulfilled.
Maybe so. But not today.
Let's hope not.
Not so tough without that little pop gun of yours. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Not as much as me. Somehow, you get uglier every time I see you.
And you get smaller. Grunt.
Stop fussing over me, you idiots. After them. No escape this time, Creed.
I was gonna say the same thing to you. All of you.
Looks like Mom. Too bad she couldn't do something about that face.
You're full of jokes now. But let's see how funny it is when I spill your guts.
Already killed you once, scumbag. Ain't gonna be a problem doing it again. I've got a reputation to protect.
No mercy for Lilith.
Not enough, Runt. That's gonna get me?
Make you pay for that.
I have not shaken their confidence.
You're gonna pay for what you've done here. I'm gonna make sure of that.
Small man talks a big game. This should be good.
That must have taken practice.
How many times is that?
That'll work. Fancy toy mark the target.
If I can't heal up, she'll do it for me.
Say goodbye.
Love the effort.
I'm saving my energy for
Here we go.
That'll be healed before you can try again.
He's down, but not out yet.
I will not fall for the same ruse twice.
Thought as much.
You're welcome.
Enough of this.
Easy, kid. These were his people.
We did what we could, Blaze.
That's what folks with bloody hands always say.
If we do not stop the Midnight Sun, the entire world will get far bloodier.
Not my problem anymore. Forget the damn prophecy. I know I sure as hell am.
Aren't you gonna follow him?
Nah, he may not have been listening. But I am. Keep talking, kid.
What happened at that carnival was a tragedy.
One that could have been avoided.
If you did not keep so many secrets...
Oh, well, what is this, a duet? Since when did you two get so chummy?
Don't change the subject.
The spirits of vengeance have always been the secret guardians of the Parchment of Power.
Guardians? Blaze is probably using the page as toilet paper right now.
I met the guy. You're giving him too much credit.
We did what we had to do. That secret kept the page out of our enemies' hands for centuries.
At what cost?
You cannot win this war with secrets.
Magic is right. If we're going to stop Lilith from causing any more massacres, we need to come clean with each other. Now.
There is nothing else, Captain.
I wish I could believe you.
So do I.
Then I don't see a point in continuing this conversation.
This is grade A bull.
You know, it's kind of rude to walk around in here and not give me so much as a hello.
I assumed you were asleep.
I don't sleep much. But that doesn't stop me from enjoying the company of a comfortable bed when I spot one.
After that fight at the Quentin Carnival, I suppose we all could use a lengthy rest.
I can't get too comfortable. Not so long as Sabretooth's still out there.
He is your quarry, I take it.
I guess you could say that. We have a history. None of it nice. Though he's definitely changed. His nasty side got, well, nastier.
From what I have seen, he should not be much trouble for you.
I've been tracking and fighting him for decades. If he was easy to handle, trust me, I would have put him away for good ages ago. This last time, though, he's gotten even more deadly.
Then I hope you can rise to the challenge. It does not look like you are planning to stay long. Some find our abbey to be a bit unnerving.
Oh, this place is nothing. You'd be surprised at some of the places I've rested my boots.
I feel compelled to warn you that we, the living, are not alone here at the Abbey.
Wait, you telling me this place has got ghosts?
If that makes you uncomfortable...
Not at all. This ain't my first visit to Caretaker and Agatha's House of Oddities. We go way back. I see the way you're looking at me. Who's this mysterious guy hanging out in my place all of a sudden?
Perhaps.
Tell you what, I've got a little break between people trying to kill me, so let's have a little chat.
What all do you know about this Johnny Blaze?
He's a flaming jackass. Used to be known as the Spirit of Vengeance, until even his attitude got too bad for that job. Seems like he's really committed to the carny life now. Must be the funnel cakes and fried candy bars.
Do you think a man like that is up to the challenge before him? Guarding the Parchment of Power is not a task taken lightly.
Yeah, we faced some vile customers together. He may not have the flaming skull thing anymore, but he's got guts where it counts.
How long have you known this Sabretooth? Seems like you two have a history.
His real name's Victor Creed, and you're right. We've got bad blood going back a long time. Believe it or not, we used to be teammates and pals. Kinda.
They say familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah, well, they get things dead on sometimes. Didn't take me long to notice he wasn't exactly playing with a full deck. Creed and I have long since chosen to follow different paths. Yet somehow we keep ending up at the same friggin' destination.
You seem like a nomad, but surely you have a place you call home.
I guess you could say Xavier's place has been the closest thing to a real home I've ever had.
Who?
Oh, Professor Charles Xavier. He's got a swanky place outside of New York City, a private school. Lots of space and plenty of interesting folk. It's a lot like your Abbey here, except Charles has a baseball field.
Baseball?
Yeah, if you got interest, I'd be happy to explain all the rules sometime.
You seem to know everyone. I assume you know the Midnight Suns as well?
I know some of these kids. Didn't know they got themselves a band name.
Who do you know?
Magic, for instance. She's the kid sister of a buddy of mine, Pyotr Rasputin. I call him Colossus.
Interesting. You and she have similar attitudes.
Maybe because we have similar backgrounds. I grew up in Canada, surrounded by wolves, and she grew up in Limbo, surrounded by demons.
Which place is worse, Canada or Limbo?
Oh, Limbo. They don't have hockey.
Did I hear you correctly? You know Caretaker?
She's an interesting lady. First met her when I was a lot less grizzled.
I would like to hear this story.
It's not exactly a funny story, and I don't want to embarrass the old lady. Maybe I'll tell you some other time.
I have taken up enough of your time. I should go.
It's been a pleasure. If you have more questions, you know where to find me.
Hunter, you there? I'm in the library. It's super important you meet me here ASAP.
Is Steve Rogers everyone's ideal dad? I see it.
I saw a listing for a 4-story walk-up, Upper West Side. Maybe your new sanctum?
Tony, I can't think about that now. The sanctum wasn't just a home. It was a part of me.
I know.
Hunter, hello.
Was there something you wanted to tell me?
Have you ever noticed an unusually ornate bowl sitting near my altar? Keep an eye out for it the next time you're there. You'll know it when you see it.
What are you reading, Miko?
A limited edition print of the Book of Thoth.
The Book of Thoth? Where did you find a book of such rarity?
I didn't. Someone just left it out. Weird, too, because I was looking for a book on chaos magic so I could understand Wanda's grimoire a little better. I didn't think I was gonna find any, since Caretaker probably hid or burned every single text on the topic. But, poof, here this was, waiting for me.
It has been my experience that what we seek usually has a way of finding us first.
yeah, maybe, but it's not like books just pull themselves off shelves and onto tables. Well, not in this castle at least. Someone left this out.
I wonder who.
Sometimes I think this library is haunted by a friendly librarian ghost.
Find anything helpful in it?
I did. There's a historical account of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh who was struck by a dark madness after reading a page from an old book called The Scrolls of Cthon.
Wait, that is another name for the...
Darkhold, I know. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this was the first case of corruption in recorded history.
Was this pharaoh's corruption ever purified?
Hold up, I haven't gotten to that part of the story. So the legend goes that nothing could cure the pharaoh until this traveling light worker came along, laid his hands upon the pharaoh, and recited an incantation. The pharaoh came back to his senses and returned to his good old classical Egyptian disbody self.
This light worker sounds like a courageous soul. I hope he was honored.
He didn't live to be. So like, when the light worker recited the incantation, he absorbed all the pharaoh's corruption into his own body and, died.
He did not survive?
No. But the lines of the incantation he used are scattered throughout this book. I'm gonna have Magic help me transcribe them and see if we can use them to cure Wanda.
Let me get this straight. You and Magic plan on piecing together a 100,000-year-old incantation that worked once and killed the person who said it?
Yes?
It is unlikely that the historical account of the incantation is accurate.
Well, I've got to try something. It's not like anyone else has any other bright ideas. Well, I'm gonna find Magic, see if we can make a dent in this transcription. I'll give you a shout when we do. Until then, not a word about this to anyone.
Glad to see Nico found the book I left out for her useful. Took me a while to dig that one up.
Hey, I heard about this crazy video online. A monkey riding a cat.
I can see you are still upset, Ileana.
Of course I'm still upset. Caretaker continuously stonewalls us and expects all of us to just go along and make nice. But it never works out that way. You would think she would have learned by now, but I guess not. She should trust us more.
If you were to be completely honest with yourself, you would have to admit that you do not trust her either.
How could I? She keeps too many secrets. She always has and always will.
Distrust only breeds more distrust.
Neither Caretaker nor Tony told us she gave the page to Blaze for safekeeping. They should know he's one of the least safe people on the planet, no matter what Robbie says. Now all that stands between this realm and Chthon is that overrated stuntman. Entrusting it to him was a mistake.
And do you have a better idea who to entrust something of such value?
I'd give it to Nico to hold, and if she didn't want to carry the weight of it, I would.
And you would be willing to risk your soul holding it? It is said to have demonic effects on its keeper.
Demonic effects? I'm already as demonic as this realm will tolerate. I don't cower from the darkness. I am made from its fabric. I could handle it. But alas, they did not give the parchment to me to hold. Blaze has the parchment, and I cannot change that. Let's just hope he can hold on to it.
I'm constantly impressed by you, Hunter. And that's saying a lot, since I'm from Los Angeles.
Okay, so I'm a Spider-Man caught up in a world of magic and demons. How do I keep getting into these messes?
I fear Miss Minoru is her own worst enemy.
How so?
She tries to take charge of the Midnight Suns, but she won't decide for anyone. For her, it must be a consensus before she trusts herself to move forward.
So, most of us are blind to our faults. At least Nico is aware of hers.
Are you saying you could recognize your own tendencies towards self-destruction?
I rely on my companions to reveal what I cannot perceive.
Interesting. Should they ever present themselves, I shall. What a delightful surprise. Thank you for the quality time, Hunter. It is a treasure to me. Astrological wonders never cease to mesmerize me. I've always been fond of this color. It reminds me of the psychic flares that often coincide with interdimensional travel.
Oh, switching things up, eh, boss?
Hail, fellow... can emo kids be singular?
Oh, Hunter, you here to yell at me too?
That was a hell of a sparring session, Ileana. Haven't been this sore since, well, ever.
It's one of the perks of being underestimated.
Have you ever considered joining S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Spy stuff? No thanks. I don't tiptoe.
Time's wasting, Hunter. Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
This'll make a difference.
I'm quite pleased with these results.
Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. I'm pretty sure Charlie left the steaming coil in the hallway. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Always a pleasure.
Ready for more? Caretaker said I need to be a
Okay. Morning, Blaze. Want to do some Spirit of Vengeance training in the yard? Oh man, I sound so lame. Freaking hopeless.
Who are you talking to, Robbie? Sparky?
Oh, hey there, Hunter. Didn't see you standing there. I was just talking to myself, trying to hype myself up, you know?
Hype yourself up for what?
If we're gonna be working with Blaze, and he starts hanging out at the Abbey, and we're driving across the desert together killing demons, I need to be cool. I mean, he's the original Spirit of Vengeance, the real Ghost Rider. And I'm just Robbie Reyes from East LA. How the hell am I supposed to live up to that?
Take it as a challenge to yourself. Johnny Blaze created his reputation as a fearsome warrior through his actions, and you can do the same.
He's got more than a reputation. He's a legend.
And you can have your own legend. Just put in the hard work.
Look at me. I'm standing here in the middle of this ancient abbey, surrounded by some of Earth's greatest heroes. And I still don't really feel like I belong. It's not like I got that special something you've got. I mean, look at you. You're not intimidated by anyone. How do you own that swagger?
I did everything you are doing right now, including questioning myself.
It looks like it worked out for you.
And it will work out for you as well. Some things take time, patience.
The world is about to end. I don't think time is on my side.
The world is always about to end, Robbie.
True that, true that. No excuses, right?
That is right.
Well, thanks for the heart-to-heart, or demon-to-demon, or whatever. You've given me and Sparky a lot to digest. See you around, Hunter.
Come on, Blaze, show yourself. I'm running out of ideas.
Don't worry. That much big asshole energy can't hide from him.
You have more faith in our tech than I do.
Less in the tech, more in you.
Now we're getting somewhere. Bye.
Ready to work?
I should have guessed.
Guessed what?
That you wanted to show me another movie.
Not just another movie, my favorite movie. It's something I make all my friends watch with me.
We are friends now?
Well, I mean, I think you can be cool when you want to be.
I am cool?
For a 300-year-old artifact, you're getting there.
Why is she wearing that hideous red dress?
Oh, you're tearing me apart, Hunter. Pay attention.
Well, it is a bit difficult. This movie is rather terrible.
It's called Camp, Hunter. It's supposed to be a little bad, but in a good way. Besides, it's a cult classic, kind of like you.
I will try and take that as a compliment.
You're really starting to fit in with the rest of us, you know? We might just make a Midnight Sun out of you yet.
Ah, this is exactly what I needed. A chance to quiet my cluttered mind and just be.
What thoughts clutter your mind, Doctor?
Ever since the Sanctum was lost, I felt a bit adrift. Lost in a cosmic sea in which I've lost my ability to navigate. I've been giving a lot of thought to the direction my life will take if we survive your mother's apocalypse, but who am I if I'm not Sorcerer Supreme?
Sorcerer Supreme or not, you are still an Avenger.
But is that all I am? All I want to be?
Perhaps this is what you should meditate on.
Yes, that's a bright idea. Thank you for still having faith in me even when I've lost faith in myself. You are proving to be a most unexpected friend.
How is the search for Blaze going?
Nowhere. The dude has totally gone off-grid. I've scoured every rat hole on the planet a guy like that would be seen in. Monster truck shows, stunt cycling extravaganzas, motocross events, but Blaze is totally MIA. I'm telling you, Hunter, if I have to spend one more hour scanning digital maps for that hot Cheeto, even my super sight is gonna go all squiggly.
Maybe it is time to take a break from all this screen time.
I'd love to, Hunter, but who's gonna look for Bad Boy Blaze while I'm resting my eyes?
Why do you not ask Blade? He would be happy to help.
I'm sure he would, but I'm the one who volunteered for Blaze Patrol. It'd be kind of a jerk move to push it off onto someone else, especially a friend. Besides, it would take up too much time to catch anyone else up on all the places Johnny Blaze is not. And time is one thing we do not have on our side. We have to get our hands on that parchment before your nightmare of a mother does. Well, I'd love to continue with the chit-chatting, but I've got to get back to the most boring manhunt in history.
Do let me know when you find him.
Don't worry. I'll be so freaking relieved and excited the whole Abbey will know. Come on, Blaze. Come out wherever you are. You can't hide forever under whatever backwater rock you've crawled under. Not from me.
This isn't working.
The map table? Should I get Tony?
No, I mean Midnight Suns, Avengers, and now X-Men. The Abbey. None of it's working. And I have no one to blame but myself.
Self-pity? That is not you.
No self-pity. It's fact. 3 teams under the same roof, all fighting for different reasons. Nothing to bring us together. It's not too late to change that. If Agatha were here, she'd tell me... No, it doesn't matter. She isn't here.
If she were here, what do you think she would tell you to do?
To stop being so stubborn. That bringing everyone together is long overdue.
And that she loves you.
Yes.
So, what now?
I'm calling a meeting.
When?
Tonight. I'll spread the word. Find me after your mission. We can go there together.
All right.
All you have to do is take out that nest mother. Enough. Do not allow her to distract you.
I'll see to it.
Let's do this. Feeling strong today.
Here we go.
It really is a great way to stay in shape.
This is gonna hurt.
Let me show you.
It's always some kind of rains or winds to keep that.
Sure, why not? Oh, that? It was nothing. Getting it done any way we know how.
No more wasted time.
Haven't lost interest yet.
That'll work.
Not bad. Not great, but not bad.
Watch it.
Spirit? Interesting tactic. I return with renewed vigor.
About time.
My children have many faces.
This shouldn't take too long.
Transcendent.
Watch close. It's weirdos like these that give people like us a bad reputation.
This won't end well for you. I wouldn't get up if I were you.
This should be good.
Impressive.
No half measures.
That was really something.
Fall before me.
Hurt?
Can't take much more of this. I'm saving my energy till we need it. Hey, it worked, didn't it?
A moment of preparation. I am a sorcerer supreme, you know.
Let's do it. Don't mind if I do. This shouldn't take long.
I see what you're after.
Your suffering will be immeasurable.
This should be good.
Only presents us with an opportunity.
You will pay the greatest price.
Let's do it.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Hey, kiddo. Almost time for the meeting.
I'm ready.
All right, it's not far from here.
Hello, my dear.
What are you doing here?
Whenever Sarah was this nervous, I used to keep close. A look, a smile, a touch on the shoulder. It always helped. I can't do that now, of course, but death can't stop me from watching over her.
Why would she be nervous?
I don't know. I think I'll stay and find out.
An auspicious night, don't you think, Mr. Rogers?
Stop. I'm always wary of impromptu team meetings.
Why?
It's usually when people get fired.
You have been fired?
Me? No. But I've had to call those meetings, and they suck.
Short notice for a meeting.
What do you think it is about?
From the set of her jaw, some kind of reprimand.
You know how long this will take?
I do not. Why?
Robbie and I had plans. It's fine. We'll figure it out.
Big news, whatever it is.
How can you tell?
I've known Sarah long enough. After tonight, everything changes.
She didn't call this meeting lightly. Whatever this is, it's important.
How do you know?
Because I've called meetings like this before.
I dislike
Such a charming location for whatever is about to happen.
What? No predictions?
As I have mentioned on many occasions, often in your presence, I can no longer peer along the shaft of time's arrow, nor alter its arc.
But if you could...
What would you suggest I do? Waste my considerable talents on a glorified pep talk? I should think not.
So you know nothing of what will happen?
I have my suspicions.
What a waste of my evening.
Do you know what this is about?
No, but it will be a waste, I am certain.
I thought there'd be snacks.
Any idea what this is about?
Not really.
I think she's gonna yell at somebody.
Why do you say that?
Just a feeling.
Nobody knows what this is about. Did she say something to you?
Not really.
Whatever it is, it can't be good. Oops.
This is odd, huh?
The meeting?
No, meeting out here. Why not the common room? Something's up.
Good thing you're fireproof.
Everyone's here. I should begin.
You sound like you are hesitating.
That's because I am. I could use a moment to collect my thoughts.
What did you always tell me? Hesitation is a gift delivered to your enemy?
It is absolute cruelty to use my own words against me, especially when you're right. Time to tear off the bandage. Thank you all for coming. Truthfully, I wasn't sure everyone would, and that's why we're meeting. The Hunter and I are working to stop Lilith and her master, Chthon. I'm not certain about the rest of you.
We're in this to the end.
Are you? I see petty rivals more concerned with scoring points off one another than stopping the mother of demons.
Whoa there, if anyone isn't pulling their weight, it's the Midnight Suns.
And if anyone's doing their own thing, it's the Avengers.
And the ringleaders prove my point. But I speak only for myself. So, I ask the Hunter, who is responsible for the dysfunctional state in which we find ourselves?
Every one of us bears responsibility for our failure.
Hey, I just got here.
Except for Logan.
I'm sorry. I'll try to do better.
And Parker, he is fine.
Oh, okay.
But the rest of us spend our time at odds. We have accomplished next to nothing since my return. Unless you count losing ground to my mother.
She will destroy everything you know, pollute all you love. In this, she and her followers are unified. To serve Lilith is to serve Chthon. If you don't pull the same direction, if you'd rather fight each other, we've already lost.
Look, the Midnight Suns are unproven. I will grant that they have potential, but we can't trust an apocalyptic threat to the Halloween teens.
We're all in our 20s.
Could have fooled me.
See? The Avengers underestimate their allies. You think they'll do otherwise for the Mother of Demons? If they're in charge, we lose.
You're both right. The only one who can lead us to victory is the Hunter.
Huh.
That's our Steve.
What do you say, Hunter? Are you willing to lead us against your own mother?
Only if everyone wants me to do it.
I can only speak for myself, but you already convinced me.
Just like that?
It's a heavy responsibility. I wanted to hear you say you're willing to bear it. We're your team, Hunter. Tell us how you plan to lead us.
I will bring the team together. As Caretaker said, we need to pull in the same direction. The bickering ends today. We have one goal. Everything else is distraction.
Highly inspirational, boss, but let's get down to vibranium tax. We're all equal here, and it's obvious my team is first among equals. Look, there's no question these kids have heart. We can't do any of this without them. But this isn't our first apocalypse, and experience beats heart any day of the week. Boss, I need to know where we stand on this.
Tony, do you believe the world is truly in danger?
Of course.
And do you believe I can lead the team against this threat?
Well, yeah.
Then you and the rest of the Avengers need to trust me to do what is best for all of us.
Not to interrupt this feel-good moment, but what about us? It's no secret we were sidelined when Tony and the others showed up. Caretaker built our team to face this threat, but we've been pushed aside. I need to know that ends here.
There is no future where the Midnight Suns miss the fight.
That's all we needed to hear.
You need to hear more than that. So does everyone here. Nico, Blade, Ileana, and Robbie may have been here first, but now, we are all the Midnight Suns. When every one of us believes that, we will be ready to face my mother.
That's enough for tonight. I want all of you to reflect on what we said. If you'll excuse me, I need a moment with the Hunter. So that's it. We did what we could. Let's hope it works.
I still do not see the point of all this.
They're finally thinking of something other than themselves. That was the point.
I had no idea this was coming.
Kiddo, you have no poker face. For the others to consider you as a leader, your reaction needed to be genuine.
Was Steve in on this?
No, but he respects you, and I had a feeling he'd speak his mind. If he hadn't suggested you take the reins, it would have been me.
That is all I needed.
Tonight, we pulled the plunger and set the ball rolling. The rest is gravity, and the occasional nudge.
Is that a pinball reference?
In the 70s, Agatha insisted I pick up a hobby. I won a few tournaments.
Why do I know about pinball?
Perhaps it's the universe telling you to challenge me when this is all done?
Think I could take you?
No, you drain faster than bathwater.
I had not predicted this.
Really?
No. Sarah spoke with me earlier. We have a long history of mutual advisement.
What advice did you provide?
About time. Which was a mistake. She thought I'd presented her with a temporal riddle, as I do on occasion.
I could have brought popcorn.
For the team?
No, to watch you turn the Abbey upside down and shake it like tambourines. You were more entertaining than anything I could have done tonight. Next time, I'll bring popcorn.
Not what I expected.
Is that good or bad?
Right now? Feels good to me.
You certainly know how to speak your mind.
You agreed with me?
Of course not. But you stepped up, you laid it out, and now you're ready to walk straight into hell. Figure I'll be there when you do.
Really?
Yeah, you're the obvious target, so I'll slip past while they tear you limb from limb. Don't worry, we'll build you a bigger mausoleum.
Always the strategist.
Still working out the kinks, but we'll get there.
I didn't come here planning to put you on the spot, but that's how it turned out.
You really think I can do this?
I know you can do this, and you have a great team ready for you to lead them. So let's get started.
Don't know why I didn't see it. You're perfect for this.
You did not see me as a leader?
It never crossed my mind. Most leaders I've encountered in life have a sort of professional ambition, for better or worse. Steve doesn't, but he's also called Captain America. The name alone carries rank and authority.
So if I went by Private Hunter...
Oh no, don't call yourself that. And I'm not explaining why.
Unpleasant.
I don't know how to feel about this. I'm happy for you, but I hope it isn't weird when we hang out.
Why would it be weird?
Huh. Good point. All right. Let's not make it weird.
I don't know if I agree with everything you said. Still, I'm glad you said it.
What do you mean?
This is the first time I've felt like I'm really part of a team. Not just Peter tagging along. I get it, we're in this together, but it's good to know that's how you see it.
I get what Steve sees in you.
Is that a compliment or an insult?
With him, depends on the week. But for you, it's all compliment, boss. Wouldn't you know it? Now you're the actual boss. And I called it, way before Steve did.
Yeah, I guess I can follow you. For now.
What are you saying exactly?
Kid, don't lose my respect. It's the part of me that won't grow back.
Hey there.
I should have told you about Agatha.
Stop. We've known each other too long for this.
What, half a century?
We all get detention? Feels like...
I have something for you.
A video of a kitten with its entire head in a jar of peanut butter, and then a puppy licks the peanut butter off the kitten.
Components for shop class.
Alright, I guess that's comparable.
If you round down. And I should have been there for you.
I know this team can come together. We have to.
Well, you're here now. Can you picture her if I hadn't?
I just hope this is what you were expecting, Hunter.
So, how's...
I can feel the mystical energy growing.
What have you got for me, boss? Sure thing. Let's get started. How's that for quality workmanship?
Good day, Hunter. Hunter, good to see you.
How's it going?
Thanks, Hunter.
No pain, no gain. We need any advantage we can get. Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
Constant innovation. That's the Stark promise. I guess I could show you a couple of things.
Later.
Can I help you?
Bye. Where in the hell are you, Blaze?
There you are, Hunter. Please join me when you have a moment. I insist.
What do you think of Logan?
It's good to have him here again. He's always been a trusted friend.
Well, at least there is one person in this abbey you trust.
Ah, you must be referring to me keeping you in the dark about Blaze holding the Parchment of Power.
I am.
And you think that means I don't trust you?
Withholding that kind of information from me does give that impression.
I see how you could take it that way. Logan kept a secret for Agatha and I, and it saved our lives. It must have been, what, 1985? 84? I remember because Agatha crimped her hair and shoulder pads had cast some strange spell over my wardrobe. We looked quite ridiculous, but we were happy. Well, happy until a rather disturbed coven of witches by the name of the Salem Seven invaded our home.
That must have been terrifying.
It was. But what was even worse was that they were Agatha's own grandchildren by her son Nicholas Scratch.
They tried to kidnap their grandmother?
They felt she had betrayed Witch Kind by choosing to live among humans, and came to drag her back to New Salem by force. Logan was staying with us when they invaded our home. He hid us in a secret passage and refused to tell them where we were. He kept our secret and fought them off long enough for Agatha to invoke a banishing spell. Without him, they would have surely kidnapped her. Or maybe worse.
And I thought my issues with my mother were bad.
Yes, indeed. It seems like most of us here have dysfunctional relationships with our families, at best.
I am beginning to think it may be a prerequisite for becoming a hero.
Speaking of dysfunctional dynamics, I do trust you, you know, even though I don't always show it.
I know.
Even though you don't always show it?
Something like that.
Common ground? Who would have thought?
Where in the hell are you, Blaze? Was running a search for our new pal Blaze's location, and all of a sudden, this happened.
Equo ne credite tucri.
Latin?
Do not trust the horse Trojans. Carol, just what type of search were you running? There. It's a message. Well, more like a bad dad joke from beyond the grave.
Howard?
His research files. Whenever there's any unauthorized access, the Trojan Horse program activates, and bingo. There's our little thief right there.
The Southwest. That cannot be a coincidence.
Tony, did Howard do this to all his files?
Oh no, only the good stuff. The really juicy stuff.
How juicy?
Well, I'll give you 2 guesses, but you'll only need one. A big green one. I'll admit, I'm super curious to find out what Bruce is going to do with old files.
And how Lilith plans to use it against us.
Find out what Banner is searching for in the Stark files, then get back here.
We got this, Sarah. I know how to handle Bruce.
He's fallen under Lilith's power. He's no longer the same man you knew.
Yeah, he's a little more exciting now.
Wait! We don't know what he's planning!
Hesitated with Bruce before and it cost us. Don't worry, this time I've accounted for...
And if these results are correct, it changes everything.
You knowingly triggered that Trojan horse, didn't you?
I did.
Another trap, Bruce? Huh. I'm disappointed.
No trap, Tony. An invitation.
To what? Join Queen Demon and the Creepy Crew? If anyone could fight her off, I'd have thought it'd be you.
And why would I ever want to do that? She values me, not the monster you all seem so fixated with. Together, we will shatter the limitations of what you refer to as magic and science. But don't take my word on it. My Gamma Accelerator is only the first step. We stand on the precipice of true
Yeah, heard that one before. Usually when Pops was ready to kick off a new arms race.
Save your phony disgust for the cameras. We both know you're interested. I want you to finish Howard's work.
Uh-huh.
With me.
Of course.
Together we will fulfill your father's destiny.
Yep.
And bask in the glory of the Dark Mother.
And there it is. Well, Bruce, I can see how well this whole Lilith thing is working out for you, but the problem is, I already have a team. And while I appreciate the generous offer, we're gonna take back my father's data, and then kick your evil ass.
misunderstand me, Tony. I wasn't asking.
Dr. Banner was kind enough to alert Hydra's forces to your presence. If you ever wanted to show off your elite hacking skills, now would be the time, Mr. Stark.
Me? Show off? What would ever give you that idea? And didn't I tell you to call me Tony?
Just hack the computer before they smash it, please, Tony.
See, that wasn't so hard.
Hell.
I'm saving my energy till we need it. Fail, Smydra!
Watch my back!
I need a medic here! I know that wasn't your signature move.
They're not living up to their reputation.
We are the
No retreat!
Feel her embrace.
Well, at least your aim is improving.
Pathetic.
Guess we're not done yet. You really are a terrible salesman, Bruce. At least butter me up before you attack my deservedly huge ego.
Loyalty.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Looks like you could use this.
I'll get you next time.
waste precious time.
Here we go.
For Hydra! As she...
I've been waiting for this.
Watch the paint job.
There is no end to her followers. The rift opens.
You know what to do.
That facility is teeming with Hydra reinforcements. Anything you can do to expedite the process.
Look, you can't just smash the keyboard and wait for a bunch of algebraic equations to fly off the screen. This isn't some 90s movie.
Let's settle this. Help is at hand. Someone order a knuckle sandwich? You'll have to excuse me if I don't cower in fear. I'm on it.
Get me out of here!
By her command. The curse upon you.
Just a scratch.
Engaging target!
Sure, just keep throwing bodies at the problem.
Her children will join us.
If you think I'd want to make him proud, you don't know me at all, Bruce.
That easily.
Credit where credit is due, Stark knows his technology.
Got it.
Why can it never be easy with you?
Just lucky, I guess.
Tony, wait. We have what we came for. There's no reason to follow him.
I tried to reason with you, Tony, but you were never going to listen. Just like Mother said.
Oh, crap.
It's too beautiful, too painful for words. So I'll show you.
any way we know how? Nothing personal. Okay, maybe a little personal. Let's do it.
I am impressed.
Engaging! They're not going to like this. You know what to do.
There's a first time for everything. I'm saving my energy for the movement.
Target locked in.
That will not distract me!
Ought to improve the odds.
I must break you.
We will make this quick.
Is there a bounty on me I don't know about?
I will not be
Sure, just keep throwing bodies at the problem. I'm right here.
She's going to try summoning reinforcements unless you can disable her first.
Sure, maybe we'll just take a few swipes at her kneecaps.
Wow, I'm glad you're on our side. I'll do it.
Leave some for the rest of us. You were too weak for this fight. Your time has come.
Here we go.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
have to be pretty.
How invigorating. Now that was something. Someone feel a breeze? Maybe I should be flattered. Lilith has made this Dread Maiden in her own twisted image.
Interesting interpretation. I would have guessed it was something out of Giger's sketchbooks. This shouldn't take long.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Someone order a knuckle sandwich? That's one target disabled.
Precisely what I needed. Don't worry, I've got you. That's like a promotion, right? Can I be a captain, too? This should be good. Wow, that's embarrassing.
Your mother abandons you.
Target confirmed.
falter.
I am impressed.
That's some move.
Looking at me here. In case I forget, remind me to thank Banner for unleashing this. I owe you one.
I'm on. You're never too old to improve.
This should help a little. Let's do it. Oh, that? It was nothing.
I fear no end.
I'm still holding their interest.
The longer this takes, the more danger you're in. Don't let her overwhelm you.
That's a really helpful insight. Maybe you should come down here and knock her out for us. This shouldn't take long.
Now that was something.
Watch my back. That's the stuff.
Sure, why not?
Leave some for the rest of us.
Getting it done anyway we know. And still reigning World Heavyweight Champion, Iron Man.
Here we go.
My fate is no different from yours. my future holds.
I bet you guys couldn't even beat the security.
They come to hasten your end.
I have not shaken their confidence.
I could use a hand.
Hope they're ready.
Love you.
Fair enough.
Hope they're ready. Just the boost I needed. Nice.
There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for her minions. That time has come.
Try that already.
That will not distract me.
This is still happening. You know the drill, people. I'm on.
I know that wasn't your signature move.
Here we go.
Focus on Tony's target.
I fear no end.
I'm saving my energy so we need it.
My fate is no different from yours.
sure how you'd fare against her, but the Dread Maiden was no match for you.
What'd you call that thing again?
Dread Maiden.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I think I lost myself there for a second. I should have listened to you. I'm sorry about that.
He that starts out on a quest for vengeance.
This work, this discovery, will have ramifications for generations to come. Think my own son, Tony.
Better not miss. Every time it seems like I finally put my family issues behind me, someone has to go and pick at the scar.
Is this about what Banner found in your father's files?
Bingo. Let's just say your mom and my dad would have made a real cute couple. In hell.
I had no idea you hated your father. Seems like we have a lot in common.
Don't get me started. I could go on about it for an hour. Or 50 minutes. Weekly.
Perhaps I should know more about him. Your father, that is.
Some kids' dads had hobbies like collecting coins or stamps. Mine collected Defense Department contracts. And on the rare occasions when he wasn't off trying to build a better bomb, he was yelling at me.
Over what?
Over everything!
So, Banner wants one of your father's bombs?
No, it's worse than that. Howard had an avid interest in gamma radiation. That's the thing that puts the Hulk in Hulk. He always talked of constructing a gamma accelerator, an unbelievably powerful piece of machinery. If that's what Banner's after, we could be in a world of hurt.
Whatever it is, we will never let Banner get it.
Well, I hope you're right. I wish I could have your can-do attitude right now.
If it helps, we could go through the files together. Strategize.
I appreciate the offer, Hunter, but right now, I just need to get out of this suit and put my thoughts together.
It's your move, Tony.
Move for me.
I can't move for you. That defeat...
Did you read today's book?
Of course, but you'll get nothing out of me until the meeting.
I really miss other solar systems right now.
The Darkhold speaks of far more wicked beings than a Dread Maiden.
Are you heading to the meeting?
Yeah, I'll be there shortly. Stark's father studied gamma. I wish men would stop toying with the fundamental forces of the universe. On that note, I also wish Lilith would stop summoning nightmare fuel like the Dread Maiden. When that thing clawed her way into our lives, I got a little scared.
Coming to book club tonight?
Meet you there.
Let's head over. Looks like we're all here. Grab a seat and let's get started.
I am ready.
The Art of War is one of my favorite books, if not my favorite. Can anyone guess why?
Because it's not just about fighting, it's about how to conduct yourself when in conflict with others.
Carol gets it. For quite a while, all my interactions with people involve some form of conflict.
Interesting.
This book laid things out for me. Helped me understand you don't always smash yourself against a problem face first. You must understand your enemy before you can hope to defeat them. Hunter, you get this more than most. You understood Lilith, which led you to discover her weakness. With that came her defeat.
That is what Nico and the others are trying to figure out.
That goth knight thing?
Emo kids, actually.
Whatever. Nico's magic nerd knight. My point here, until we know what game Lilith is playing, there's no way we can break the rules. That's the only way we win.
So the favorite book of a half-vampire was written by Master Sun.
I'm the Daywalker. Of course it is.
Carol, what stood out for you?
The chapter about flexibility in warfare. Yes, it presented distinct situations, but at its core, it promoted a philosophy of adaptability. This is a subtle but key difference from the Kree war manuals I know. Those manuals lay out how to overcome every possible contingency. Because Kree commanders always expect an answer, exceptions can flummox the ones who let the rules think for them.
I have not met a Kree commander, but humans are just as capable of rigid thinking.
Oh, of course. I think that's what the text is working against. The art of war encourages fluidity of thought. The variations presented in the chapter on flexibility are examples, not rote technique.
And that's how wars are lost.
So I've been dying to know, what is Captain America's favorite part of this book?
After this read, everything he had to say about deception and warfare.
Ooh, explain.
Wait, what used to be your favorite?
Discussions of leadership. There's a lot of good stuff in there. I've long since internalized all that worked for me and examined what didn't. But convincing your enemy that your greatest weakness is your most powerful strength.
Or the opposite, that your strength is a vulnerability?
Exactly. It struck me, especially regarding our conflict with Lilith. So, what's our greatest strength?
Lilith has no allies, just thralls. She is alone in this fight, but we are united.
Are we? The greatest scientific mind I've known, sorry Tony, just defected to her side. What's to stop any of us from doing the same? I don't have an answer to the question I asked, but I plan to do what the art of war suggests. Learn her weakness. Adapt as the conflict evolves. Keep Lilith guessing. And above all, think.
And that'll do it.
Great. So what's our next book?
I told Carol she could pick the next one.
I decided on volume 32 of the Kavat Koth.
The what now?
It's a cross between a legal text, a spaceborne invasion defense manual, and one of those sagas that Thor seems to love.
Okay then.
I promise it's not a heavy read. I thought it would be a good companion to The Art of War.
See you all next time. Kinda miss the simplicity of vampire.
I'm nervous about my book. I don't know how much of it will translate. Not the language, the ideas.
It is good to encounter new views. They help you better comprehend your own.
You really connected with The Art of War, huh? I think you'll like my choice. Give it a shot. That's all I ask.
Hell's mustering all its machinations to...
I didn't know what I was getting into when I signed up, but I'm glad we have book club.
It was good to see the conclusions we each drew from the book.
That's why I think we need to do this. A team that understands its disparate parts works better in concert. But don't quote me. Sun Tzu said it better.
That went better than expected.
I'm looking forward to reading Carol's book.
Same here. Feels like book club is pointing out an edge we've always had, but never knew to sharpen. That's all for now. You taking off or hanging out?
I am taking off.
Righteous.
If Lilith mindjacks me, she's gonna be surprised how much of it is taken up by movie...
How are you, Peter?
Better than the world out there. I've been watching this for hours, hoping to get a glimpse of the neighborhood, see how it's holding up through all this. But I guess Queens is not important enough for the news media to cover.
An absence of news is not necessarily a bad thing.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
So, take heart that nothing is being reported regarding your neighborhood. It probably means everything is okay there.
Thanks, Hunter. That makes me feel mildly better. I just hope Aunt May is safe. I've been trying to reach her on her cell all day today, and the signal keeps dropping. I'm guessing that big hole in the New York atmosphere is interfering with her cellular network. Sometimes I feel like I should be there with her, to protect her, to protect the neighborhood. But I know you need me here.
Be assured, we will not allow any harm to come to her.
Really mean that?
I do.
That, means so much to me to hear you say. Oh, looks like I just got a message.
From your Aunt May?
No, MJ. She said Aunt May is staying with her. What a relief.
You should call them.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. Thanks for checking in on me, Hunter. Robbie and I are gonna play Valor's Edge.
Hunter.
Hunter, I wanted to talk to you about, actually, let's go someplace else. It's a little personal. I wanted to talk to you about book club.
Oh? Having a good time?
I'm having a great time. Always good to flex the old brain muscles. I need your advice, though.
What kind of advice?
It's about Blade. I get the feeling that all of book club is just his roundabout way of getting to be friends with me. I mean, I'm touched. He seems like a good guy, but shy. So how do I tell him I'm totally cool with being best pals without scaring him off? Got any thoughts?
Friendships form naturally, whether people say it out loud or not. I think if you keep showing up at book club, things will be fine.
Good point. If I've learned anything from those books, it's that what's not said is so much more important than what's said.
I wish I could be more helpful.
Please, you've been more than helpful just listening to me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go catch up with my reading. I'm a couple of chapters behind.
I can tell.
Watch it. No spoilers. I gotta say, I'm loving our current book.
I'm concerned about the integrity of several of our Abbey guests.
Lovecraft, Crowley, Transcendental Magic, Conquest Through Technology and Mysticism by Victor Von Doom. Guessing this library doesn't carry the Hardy Boys.
I am unfamiliar with their work.
I brought you here, Hunter, so we might reconnect with your roots. To remind you of who you are, where you came from, and where you can go. And, more importantly, who I believe you can become.
Okay. So where do you see me going, Steve?
Not to sound like a self-help book, Hunter, but sometimes it's more about the journey than the destination. Keep striving to be the best version of the Hunter you can be. If you keep doing the work, nothing will be out of your reach. Except for that row of encyclopedias at the top of that bookshelf. I'm pretty sure you're gonna need a ladder for that.
Oh, you are gonna love this. What have you got for me, boss? Sometimes, I even impress myself. Big Tony's Forge of Mystery, we never close.
You have my undivided attention. In this reality, anyway. You may have stumbled onto something important here. I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Ain't gonna go easy, bub.
This is my domain. These whelps have no power here. That still won't be enough. You are like an ant to me. I'll step on you if I have to. Consume down. Once again. And I can make them happy. Prepare yourself. Be happy you can still draw breath. I have no respect for mindless followers. Ready? I am getting stronger. Embarrass yourself. You will leave this world alone and forgotten. This will... Another encounter with me. Next time, it will be forever. More than enough. Do not try me again. You are nothing compared to the things I have seen and killed. I am ready. Gods would not stand before us as arrogantly as you have. You would sacrifice yourself blindly for Lilith? You are more foolish than you look. This will You were never my equal. It's the best I can do for now. This is a good day. Once again. I am under attack. Enjoy your rest. Bring all you have. Cross me again. Consider it done. It's better if you quit now. You're just lucky we aren't allowed to take your life. Ready? Prepare. Sacrifice yourself blindly for Lilith? You are more foolish than you look. For now. You're just lucky we aren't allowed to take your life. You won't survive another encounter with me. I am You are nothing compared to the things I have seen and killed. Next time, it will be forever. I'll step on you if I have to. No threat to us so far. Once again. It's better if you quit now. For mindless followers. There are worse things than death, and I can make them happen for you. Ready? Even the gods would not stand before us as arrogantly as you have. You can still draw breath. Enjoy your rest. You shouldn't cry. You'll only embarrass yourself. I am ready. Do not cross me again.
It's a simple question.
I mean, maybe?
Maybe how? Maybe you did see a stolen piece of one-of-a-kind gamma tech at the mysterious creepy lad?
It is possible. We were busy.
Yeah, trying to save our friend. The one you all abandoned.
No, the one we are all trying to save, along with the rest of the planet.
Banner's accelerator.
Now this from the person who saw their first light bulb a few weeks ago.
And we're done here.
What if I were to tell you that theoretically, we could use the accelerator to destroy the Parchment of Power?
I would say, theoretically, that without the Parchment of Power...
The prophecy could not come to pass.
But that is impossible.
Agreed.
This from the wizard with the talking cape, the resurrected demon hunter, the blood witch, and the queen of limbo? I'm the most boring person here.
There might be a way to return to that facility.
You never told me that.
My sword retains a memory of every portal I open, but... it is better if I show you. Each time I try to reach it, something pushes back. Like I've hit a wall.
Wall? More like pure
evil.
A demonic energy barrier. Unlike any I felt before.
Bruce. No matter what we do, he's always one step ahead of us. And to think, he used to be the boring one.
There has to be a way through, and we have to find it.
Try explaining that to Auntie Caretaker. She just read me the riot act about putting you in danger.
You worry about the barrier. I will handle Sarah.
Hydra thinks they're so clever. Just imagine if they actually were. We might be in trouble. I'm here if you need me.